Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today I've got a new way to naneinf. When you're playing on the Anaglyph deck, you get a double tag every time you beat a boss. Every ante another double tag. If you get the Juggle Tag at just the right time, you get to draw a bunch of cards. Draw more cards, score more points. This is one way you could naneinf. I want to give a shout out to C-Dubs. Obviously the Balatro scientists have known about this technology for a long time, but I haven't actually done the run myself yet. I saw C-Dubs was trying it, he was streaming his attempts late at night, and I figured, alright, I'll do one of my own, for demonstration purposes. Important thing to point out about the Juggle Tag, if you get the Juggle Tag too early, you won't have enough copies, you won't actually draw enough cards to score the naneinf. But if the Juggle Tag happens too late, you might not be able to survive that long. What I mean by that is when you're playing on the Anaglyph deck, you don't have the ability to score as many points as when you're playing on the Plasma deck. You won't be able to survive as long as when you're playing on the Plasma deck. So we really need the Juggle Tag to happen before Ante 20, or else we die before we see the Juggle Tag. One thing that can help us, you get the double tags, one per ante is guaranteed, but you can get additional double tags from Cola. So if you have enough money, if you're doing enough rerolls, you can get extra double tags from Cola. So at this point, I've already done a bunch of these runs already, and they haven't really panned out. So if I am starting some kind of long endless run, in general, you want to start with some kind of money generator in Ante 1. The best ones, I think Midas Mask is the strongest one. I think Trading Card maybe not as strong as Midas Mask, but I just really like the Trading Card. It doesn't generate as much money for you, but it does make your deck more efficient and then more capable of making more money later. If you remove a bunch of cards from your deck, then it's easier to get money from Mail-in Rebate, for example. Even just starting with Golden Joker or starting with Cloud9 can be fine. I really like starting with Riffraff. Riffraff can give you a bunch of common jokers, and then among those common jokers, you can get these other value generators. Like we already said, the Mail-in Rebate, you could also get Reserve Parking, or even just pick up Northern Lion. So that's what we got here. This is not my first attempt, but this is the next attempt. In the first shop, Buffoon Pack, we've got Riffraff. That's where we're starting on the Anaglyph deck. White Stick, of course. Also Overstock, that could be useful, but let's go next. Okay, so we get Faceless Joker, gives us money. We got Popcorn. I can play High Card 9. Okay, and then I can save my discards for the Faceless Joker. High Card, because Popcorn gives us 20 mult, was kind of a lot of points. If I play High Card again, it probably wins. Let's discard the face cards. I'm out of discards. If I play the high card, it wins. Bummer. Oh well, ship it. No point in selling here. We don't get extra interest. Okay, not a bad start so far. Let's go Overstock. Do I want to buy these first? Square Joker, Fortune Teller, I think I don't need if we're just playing on the white stake. Even not on the Plasma deck, I think we don't need these. We take Overstock here. I don't need Greedy Joker. I can take 2 Jokers off the Riffraff. Do I want this standard pack? Maybe I could. Maybe I could take a look. What do we got? We could get another King of Diamonds, could get a Jack of Clubs as just more value generators, or sorry, more face cards for our Faceless Joker. But these don't have anything special going on. We don't have any gold cards or seals. Let's just skip and go next. Okay, Shoot the Moon gives me Molt for Queens. We also have Reserve Parking. Let's start by, we can play the 9 high. With plus 16 mult is not very strong. We can play King high. With the Queen is okay. I can play Ace high, sell Shoot the Moon. I want to save my face cards for Faceless Joker. Okay, I should be able to win with high card from here, so let's start discarding face cards. Discard, look for one more face card. There we go. I might have been able to get more parking if I discarded first. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, here's a pair of aces or high card, either way works. Now popcorn's plus 12 mult, sure. And we got our first double tag. Okay, we could take a spaceman. Could take an Arcana pack. Let's see here. Arcana pack takes me to 31. If I have reserve parking, I probably want to buy the grabber. So maybe we go Arcana pack first. There's a Temperance. We get slightly punished for selling Shoot the Moon, but that's okay. I could make some lucky cards. I think I'm just going to take the 10 bucks here. Okay, so if we buy the grabber, we can reroll a little bit. We could open a Celestial pack. Sure. Celestial pack, we got Mercury, we got Mars. I think long term, I'm going to be into Mars. Boss says previously played is debuffed. Okay, do we want to re-roll here? We could. We go below 25, but we will get back above 25 with our money generators. I think I don't want the spaceman here. I don't want to level up my high card. Let's go one more. All right, so we could take Golden Joker. I think I keep the popcorn because it makes it pretty easy, pretty safe for us to score. I think I'm going to switch to parking instead of Faceless Joker rather than trying to do both now that we have the extra hand. So if we drop Faceless Joker here, we can get 2 off the Riff Raff. I think I'm not going to reroll. I'm just going to go next. Swashbuckler. Okay, so we start by discarding. We want to find as many face cards as we can. We can play high card 8. Alright, popcorn plus swashbuckler, that was a little bit too strong. So let's keep the swashbuckler, sell the popcorn. Go one more. Alright, so now that's 100 points for the 10 high. 100 points there. I can play one jack for another 100 points. And then now... Wait, if I play the jack here, is that 100? Is that enough? Sorry, not the jack, but the 8. Do I play the jack? Do I play the 8? Is the 8 going to be enough? Let's try it. Yeah. Alright, now we're cooking. We could pick up an Onyx Agate. Yeah, we could take a Buffoon pack, sure. We could pick up a Blue Joker. Okay, so Crafty Joker we don't need. We pick up the Blue Joker. We for sure take the Onyx Agate. I have money. I could take a Celestial pack if I want. Maybe another Mars card. So I want... Oh, I can take also here... Could take Venus. Could take Uranus. Let's go... Maybe Uranus is okay. Alright. Okay, Swashbuckler. Now that I have Onyx Agate, I can get rid of the Swashbuckler. I can get rid of Satellite and take 2 off the Riff Raff. We probably could reroll one more if we wanted. We could take Pareidolia. If we take Pareidolia, then everything counts as face cards. So, okay. Do I want an extra discard here? Or go and reroll? Let's go next. This is fine. We get an extra discard. Okay, so basically what we do is we dig for the flush for the Onyx Agate. One more time. Alright, I don't have the flush yet. One more time. There it is. Okay, so we have the flush. We copy the reserve parking. Ship it. Okay. And then we do a couple of those. Okay. Alright, and then now for the purposes of this boss, let's play the low clubs, I guess. Still copying the parking. Alright, we can probably get rid of this riffraff now. Or maybe soon. Alright, to-do list is on straights. Probably not going to do that. I got 2 Arcana packs. We can take a Mars card. We can reroll for tarot cards first. There's a spaceman. Blackboard. Nope. Herm. Okay, so I could take the hermit. I could drop the riffraff and take the extra hand size. Seems useful. What else? Could take a free reroll here instead of the drunkard. I could use lovers to make clubs. Maybe. Maybe, we'll see. I probably don't want Constellation as a holographic. I think it's too powerful. We will score too many points. 2 booster packs may take me down to 35 bucks. We could go 1 more. Could take a devil. Okay. Temperance gives me 20 bucks. Okay. I can make a gold card here. I could make a glass card. I could make a stone card. I like the idea of making a stone card maybe. If we turn stuff into stone, that helps us for mail and rebate in the future maybe. Turn the 4 into stone, or we could turn the Ace of Hearts into stone. Keep the clubs for the Onyx Agate. Do we want to reroll more? I could replace some of my jokers. I could try to get a different tarot card. Trio, I don't want Earth, Mercury. Nope, I think we just save the money and go next. Save our money not just for interest, but then also the next shop will have a voucher. Okay. So I want to discard debuffed cards. I want to find clubs for my Onyx Agate. Maybe I discard the debuff 7 anyway. Okay, I could discard the 10 and then dig for more clubs. Okay, if I want, I can turn the jack into gold. I could use lovers to remove the debuff. I could make a wild 8 maybe. Maybe something like that. Wild 8. And devil. So I have a flush. And we just copy the parking. Alright, that's it. Alright, I can get rid of a queen. Maybe I should use the lovers on my king. I don't know. Throw away a 4. We don't need to copy the Onyx Agate. The flush wins. Chip it. Okay. How much is that? 84 bucks. Extra discard is fine. I could open the spectral pack. If I get an Ankh, I'm gonna sell everything. If I get an ectoplasm, I will sell most things. So maybe I go spectral pack before I do anything else. I could also re-roll for a death card first, though the odds of that happening are pretty low. Some other tarot cards I could roll into maybe. I think I'm just gonna open the spectral pack. Sorry, what was the boss? The boss says first hand face down. Okay, familiar random cards I don't want, but I could go Gold Seal King. Alright, we could take the Buffoon pack. We could get the free reroll first. Do I want the Troubadour for the extra hand size? Extra hand size gives me more parking money, but we get less hands. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we don't do less hands. Maybe. Go one more. Alright, so Buffoon pack. There's a Swashbuckler. I can sell the reroll, take the Swashbuckler, and then sell it. I can reroll a little bit more. We could take a burger. Alright, sure. So get rid of the Swashbuckler, pick up the Nightshade, and go one more. These things give me points I don't need because I already have Onyx Agate. I don't need the Photograph. Could go Hallucination. Hallucination instead of the Juggler. Hallucination instead of Pareidolia. Pareidolia makes everything face cards, but I don't necessarily need everything to be face cards. Maybe it's worth taking Pareidolia for kind of my long-term tarot card prospects. Also, Pareidolia you can copy with Blueprint. To do this on 3 of a kind. I think probably Hallucination is worth it. Maybe get rid of Pareidolia. We can draw face cards. It's fine. We can go one more. Alright, that's it. So, copy the burger. Go next. I can win with the flush. I don't need the flush to win. I can play other hands. Let's dig for face cards. Okay. Go one more time. I can play the pair of 8s. Alright, that's it. The full house, or maybe the 4 of a kind. Probably the 4 of a kind is most efficient. 4 of a kind plus Onyx Agate. Okay. The reserve parking animations are a little bit slow, so I'm gonna do this. Speed it up. Throw away the jack. There we go. Go one more. Alright, so I only need 1400. If we play the 4 of a kind queens, it's leveled up. What about 3 of a kind? 4 of a kind? Copy the parking. Ship it. Cool. Copy the hallucination. Alright, so standard pack. Moon and world. I could use the moon and I can turn my face cards into clubs. I don't know if that's super important for me to do. So I think I'm going to skip on both of these just to make more room for the hallucination. I could take a King of Hearts. I could take a Temperance. So King of Hearts is a blue seal. Seems fine. Okay. We could take the Plutonium. I think I'm not going to level up my high card because of the reserve parking. I want to be able to farm my parking money. There's another one. Okay. Tower's fine. Justice is also fine. I can turn maybe some clubs into glass. Hierophant doesn't matter. Hierophant, no. Magician, maybe. Maybe Magician instead of Justice. Maybe Magician instead of Tower. Or is it in addition to? $13 is kind of expensive for a reroll. Maybe you don't want to spend that much on a reroll. I think what I'll do Magician has a chance of giving us money. Maybe we get rid of the tower for that reason. Yeah, let's go one more. Alright. So, copy the parking. I can make a glass ace, maybe. Save the magician for the final hand, maybe use it on the kings, maybe. So, how about a glass ace of spades? Try to smash. I can play the pair of tens. Okay. 9 high, throwing away the 6. Try not to score too many points with this Onyx Agate. A little bit unfortunate we're not drawing as many face cards. There we go. So I can use the Magician on the King of Clubs and King of Hearts. That seems fine. The 4 of a kind wins. So if I want, I could just play high card 5 here. We're not going to get the blue seal value, but maybe that's fine. Maybe we get the blue seal value. That's fine. More time. Alright, play the 4 of a kind. Chip it. Cool. Copy the hallucination. Mars is fine. Okay. Sun, I could use against the boss to flip over some cards. Let's go standard pack first. I get a devil card. I can use the devil to make a blue gold card. I think I'm not going to take the gold 5 if I already have a gold king. Because I have hallucination, maybe I want to open the Arcana pack now. We get a wheel. Okay, wheel I'm not interested, but I can make the gold king. I can use Hermit for 20 bucks and then do a little re-rolling. Okay. Justice. Maybe Justice. Maybe Magician. Probably Mars. We did just use a Hermit card, so if we get a Fool, we get slightly punished, but we can hold on to the Fool. 6 cents could be a source of retro cards, could be Red Seal, could be Ectoplasm. I think I'm going to say no. Okay, go one more time. I could level up my flushes. So against this boss, maybe face down cards makes it difficult for me to get the 4 of a kind. Maybe in general it's difficult to get the 4 of a kind, and maybe we want to level up flushes just in case, since we have the Onyx Agate. Lovers we probably don't need. Hierophant we also probably don't need. Let's just go next. Okay, so if I want, I could sort by suit, I could sort by rank. Let's just play the low cards. Okay, so these are face cards. Do I want to try to get the kings? Do I want to try to get clubs? So I actually, this is, could be a queen of diamonds, could be a king of diamonds. Can't be a queen of diamonds, has to be a king of diamonds. So that's a king of diamonds, which means this is a queen of hearts. Okay. So let's try to get the kings. Okay. And this is, could be an ace of spades, could be a king of spades. Let's try to get the kings, since we can. So if this is the king of spades, this is an ace. Cool. I'm sacrificing a lot of money by throwing away phase cards, but maybe that's okay. I have 14 cards left, so I think I stopped throwing away the jacks. Okay, I have 10 cards left. Okay, I have a winning hand, 4 of a kind. Maybe I should have made the ace into glass. I can make a jack into glass if I want. Maybe jack of diamonds becomes glass. Okay, I can play the 4 of a kind kings. I can make the king of diamonds into a lucky king. So I could play the 4 of a kind. I could also probably get away with a full house here, since we have the onyx agate. Yeah, let's do that. And then that way we get the gold cards. Cool. Alright, Earth I'm not interested in. Okay, Celestial Pack for the hallucination value. We could reroll first. Golden Ticket. I don't have enough gold cards for that. I do want a Mars card. Let's go one more. Venus and Saturn, okay. Get a Hermit. So another Mars card, Hermit. What's this boss? This boss is -1 hand size, okay. Reroll once. There's a Death card. So I can take the Death card, I can open the Arcana pack. I could use Death on the King of Spades. I'd probably save it for the blue seal. So get rid of the wheel here. We could take 20 bucks. We could hang him. I think hang him is worth 20 bucks at this point. Alright. Go one more. Lovers. Nope. Mars, maybe. Looking for a Fool. Maybe Strength is okay. I could turn queens into kings. That helps with the 4 of a kind. Okay. Alright. I can play the ace. Let's smash. I could use the strength to turn 10s into jacks so that we get more parking money. I think I'm just going to do the queens. I have King of Hearts. So we could do clubs because we have the onyx agate, but I think we should do hearts. Heart sets us up for bloodstone in the future. Also, I already have extra hearts. Here we could use the death card now. And then that way we start to get more parking money. Okay, and the 4 of a kind should already win. Okay. Get my parking money. I don't want to play the 5 of a kind, but I could play a flush 5 if the opportunity presents itself in the future. I need to remind myself the boss is -1 hand size. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chip it. Alright, we did use a death card. So out of consideration for the Fool, maybe you don't want to use the Mars cards. I think I'm okay with using Mars. Saturn, let's go open the booster packs for the hallucination. Earth, Uranus. Maybe we start taking plutonium here. I don't need the Empress. Let's try again. Sun. I could use the Sun to start playing flush 5. Maybe. Mercury. this stuff doesn't matter. I guess we can take Mercury and Uranus, or now Venus. Probably Venus now. Okay. Idol, a little bit too early for the idol. Seance is possible. We could try to do some kind of straight flush and then get tarot cards, but I think I want to do this. I think long term I want to do the idol. So do I want take the reroll here instead of the extra hand size? Do I want to take Northern Lion? Northern Lion is good with hallucination. We do lose a little bit of money in the short term, having less cards in hand for the burglar. Maybe that's okay. Maybe I pass on Northern Lion and I just wait until I get something like a gift card or something more exciting than that. Even the free reroll here is kind of worth a lot, maybe. Worth like 10 bucks here. Let's take the free reroll. Okay. Satellite's worth 6 bucks. Maybe. Devil, yes. Strength, maybe. So do I want to take strength and do the 4 of a kind, or do I want to use sun for the flush 5? Strength is okay. Sorry, strength for 4 of a kind or sun for flush 5. Let's keep the strength. Passing on a rough gem here. One more time. Could take a hungman instead of strength. I think I'm okay with gold card with the devil, but maybe we don't need strength that bad. We can just get death in the future. To do this, still not what we want. Go next. Okay, so 4 and 2, we can hang them. And then draw. Okay, I probably turn more kings into gold cards. Okay. Maybe I turn queens into gold cards, we'll find out. That like gives me 6 bucks, nice. Alright, get rid of the queen. Alright, so I guess we can turn the King of Hearts into gold. We can play this 4 of a kind. With the lucky cards. Ship it. Cool. Now what? Okay, Fool for Mars. Bummer. I'm gonna open the booster packs. Let's go Celestial Pack. Wheel I don't need. Could take Plutonium. Okay, Fool is fine. We go Spectral Pack in case we get Ectoplasm. No Ectoplasm, but I could use the Aura. Try to get Polychrome King. Maybe. Ah, foiled. Foiled again. Alright, I think we don't need Jupiter anymore. I think we're just full in on 4 of a kind. That's okay. Maybe Emperor. Gives me death. Okay. Since I have 2 tarot cards, 2 good tarot cards, maybe we don't want to reroll anymore. Maybe I still want to replace the satellite. Let's see if we can get a replacement. Could take a trading card. Trading card is cool, but we miss out on the burger. Is that okay? Yeah. It's only 3 hands, right? Okay. Judgment. Constellation, nope, but we take a trading card. Okay. Now do I want Pareidolia? Pareidolia instead of satellite. Do I want an extra discard? Extra discard so we can find our kings. Seems unnecessary. Ants, Justice, Stuntman, nope. Plutonium, I think we don't need. $3. Go one more. Could take the Midas Mask. Okay, we lose all the lucky cards, but we can make gold cards. And then get the golden ticket later. Go next. Alright, so now snap off the 3. Draw my face cards. Okay. Gold Jack. I'm gonna discard so that we can find our kings and make as many gold kings as possible. Alright. We could play a straight here. And then that'll give us a lot of gold cards. And then we can use Death and the Fool to make the flush 5 if we want. Maybe. The thing about the flush 5 is the flush 5 might not win yet. We could do this kind of straight with the King of Clubs. Maybe. Sure, let's try that. Alright, well, it's all moot anyway. We can throw the Jack. I think I'm going to end up playing the 4 of a kind rather than the flush 5. Is it possible we play both? Like maybe what we do here is we use the Death and the Fool to make the King of Hearts. We play the flush 5 and then we still have enough kings left over where we still win. Maybe that's possible. I would need to draw at least one king here, which maybe I'm not super confident in my ability to do that. So let's just do the reserve parking here. Okay, so we go king, king, play the 4 of a kind, which we know wins. And maybe I'm supposed to turn stuff into clubs. We had the diamonds boss already. Maybe I'm supposed to turn stuff into diamonds. Blank voucher. Cool. There's a cola. I want to keep trading card. I want to keep Midas Mask. I don't really need parking. Let's go open the Arcana packs for the hallucination value. Fool gives me Mars. I should have been more patient. Could use Fool to copy Death. I could use Fool to copy Temperance. Making lucky cards doesn't super matter anymore. How about I use Fool to copy Temperance rather than copying Strength? Let's go Arcana again. Alright, do we want to make diamonds? Do we want to make clubs? The benefit of doing the clubs is that I can play a flush 5 which wins. Benefit of doing diamonds is we already have the diamonds debuff boss, so we don't have to deal with that in the future. I could just go Priestess. I could just skip here since we just use Temperance. Okay. Maybe no more hallucination. Maybe we have enough money. If we want tarot cards, we can re-roll for tarot cards. Okay. Alright, what's this boss? Decrease level of poker hand. Okay, so my high card gets de-leveled if I do parking, so maybe we don't take the plutonium here. Maybe we... I don't want to spin the wheel. It's bad if it hits blueprint. I won't be able to ectoplasm. Okay. Maybe I want Mystic Summit. Mystic Summit, does that enable my flush 5 to win? Maybe Strength helps. We can take a Mime to re-trigger the gold cards. Also re-trigger parking. I think I don't need Midas Mask anymore if I want to pick up a Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler allows us to win with the flush 5 if we get the flush 5. Okay, Hermit and Temperance. Go one more. Plutonium. No. Juggler's cool. Especially you get more mime money. But I think I want the Swashbuckler so I can enable my Flush 5. Unless we just get a Moon card and do the Flush 5 later. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Let's go... Get rid of the Swashbuckler. Extra hand size. Paradolia, that would have been good with Midas Mask. I still would have gotten rid of the Midas Mask. We don't need to make everything gold, we just need to make our final hand gold. I would like to be able to level up my high card to the point where if we can win with high card, we get way more mime money. Maybe it's worth it to do the egg instead of Northern Lion. Sorry, Northern Lion instead of the Juggler. Or maybe it's too late for that. I think I'm gonna go one more. Bummer. Alright. So, what are we trying to do here? We can snap off an ace. We can strength queens into kings, kings into queen. Or sorry, jacks into queens. Discard. Okay. So I want to win with 4 of a kind. Okay. I can save my strength. I can turn a queen and a jack. Okay. Play the jack. Alright, let's get our parking money. And then let's play the 4. The 4 which we know wins. Alright, ship it and then copy the mime. So that we get the gold cards. Cool. Leveling up my 4 of a kind. Okay, Emperor, we can go Celestial Pack first. Pick another Mars card. Emperor gives me Lovers and Sun. Okay. Plutonium, I'm not going to take because this boss is going to de-level my hands. Could take the business card here instead of reserve parking. Could take Sock and Buskin, that would have been good with the business card. I think you take Sock and Buskin and then look for the golden ticket. Maybe Sock and Buskin instead of the Juggler. Okay. Fool for an Emperor. We take the Fool, we hold on to it, go one more. Magician. No. Still looking for the golden ticket. Could take a Baron. So the drawback of the Baron, we don't get to do parking anymore. The benefit of the Baron, we get more mime money if we win with high card instead of 4 of a kind. If I don't take the Baron, then maybe I take Oops All Sixes and we get more parking money. So is it better we go money or we go Baron here? I think I'm okay going Baron. So if I go Baron, I'm not doing Sock and Buskin. Or do I go Baron instead of parking? Because I would prefer to go Golden Ticket. Sock and Buskin Golden Ticket. Maybe I don't take the Baron and I go Sock and Buskin Golden Ticket. Yeah. Alright, Plutonium Star. Nope. Let's open the Arcana pack. Okay. 7 and 3. We can hang them, keep the 6 in case we get 6 cents, I guess. So let's hang them, use the Fool. Don't need the Sun. Maybe I could use the Sun to make hearts. No, I want to make clubs. I'm indecisive. Let's go next. Okay. So 4 and 2, we can hang them. We can snap off the 8. We can dig for king. Right? Oh, we got some kings. Get the money. If I had a holographic card, I could do that. Flush 5 with a holographic card. Alright. Here's 4 kings. I can copy Sock and Buskin to re-trigger the gold seal. Maybe. But mostly I want to copy the mime at the end for the gold cards. I don't have to keep this mime. I could replace this mime with something. I can take a red seal. Red seal 7 is not a queen, but we can... Sorry, not a king, but we can try to get there. Fool for Mars. The blue seals keep messing up my fool. More plutonium. You know, in retrospect, we could have gotten enough high card to beat the boss. Maybe I want a business card instead of the mime. No, not yet. Power, maybe. I'll take a brainstorm. Okay, are we mime or Sock and Buskin? I guess I don't need Sock and Buskin. Sock and Buskin is something I can get later. Currently, mime is the thing that makes us the money, so let's take brainstorm here. Okay. So, one more. Gift card. And a death card. So, I think we go Arcana Pack first, so that I can stone the ace and I can use the hermit. Then we can take the death card. Probably I want gift card now, so setting up my blueprint and my brainstorm with the gift card right now is good for later. So what do I want to get rid of? Do I want to get rid of the mine? Do I want to get rid of the parking now? I think maybe parking is done, and then we just get our money from the mime. End of round money. Let's go next. Okay. Decrease level. So we can snap off a 4. I could play the flush 5 off of the fool and the death card. Maybe. So Start one more time. Red seal 7 doesn't really matter, we can discard it. Okay. I want to dig for my kings. Even though it de-levels my high card, that's fine. So I have 16 cards on the deck. Let's play the flush 5. Let's get it unlocked. Alright, so here's flush 5, which we're pretty sure doesn't win, right? Great. Now draw more gold. One more time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Copying the mime. That's fine. Okay. Now we're cooking. Alright, since I have the gift card, maybe I don't want to reroll. Or maybe I would be willing to replace the mime. Planet Merchant's kind of stinky. Standard pack, we could take a purple 5 and start taking purple seals now. Maybe I'm willing to do a purple 5. and then turn it into stone. Maybe I take the sun and make more hearts. Boss gonna debuff my clubs. Good thing we're making hearts. Cartomancer's cool. Instead of a mime. No, mime makes us money. Okay, I do take plutonium now. I do need to level up my high card for the future. One more. Alright. So I can use death to make another king. I can save the sun. So turn the 2 into a king. Go next. So snap off the 5. Discard purple. Get a hermit. Okay. So looking for kings. Looking for stuff to use the sun on. Draw some more kings. Sorry, what was this, boss? Oh yeah, clubs are debuffed. Okay. So I can throw that king away. Throw the queen away. Hearts first, hermit second, doesn't matter because we're gonna get a planet card from the blue seals. Copy the mime. I could play the flush 5 there, but the flush 5 doesn't win. Probably we don't end up playing flush 5 until we get the idol. Take another Mars card. I do want another Cola. Is it worth getting rid of the mime? Is it worth getting rid of the trading card? I think the trading card is important enough that I don't get rid of it. Losing the mime costs us a lot of money, but that's okay. We can try to get another mime. We get the golden ticket for money instead. I think since I have death, I go Arcana 1, use the death card and try to reroll for another death card. So here Temperance gives me 34. I can use death on the 5. Take Temperance, do a little more rerolling. So hand size, nope. Golden, sorry, Midas Mask we don't need. There we get another death card, so we go Arcana. Okay. 10 and 5, we hang them. Jack of Hearts, I can turn into another king. And then the rest of this, no moon. We just skip. A little more re-rolling. There's a Mars card. Looking for a fool. There's a hungman. Okay, so we can use the Mars card. We can take the hungman. We can go one more. There's another moon. Dang, all of a sudden, moon all over the place. Go next. 8 and 7, we can hang them. We can snap off a 9. Okay, I only have 36 cards. So let's start by discarding purple. Priestess, sure. I don't need Uranus. So I can play 2 kings for the golden ticket. I can play a queen for the golden ticket. I can discard first. I only have 1 queen in the deck. So let's go queen first. Red seal 7. We can re-trigger. I can play a pair of kings and then still have plenty more. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the flush 5 still doesn't win. So ship it. All right, Mars cards are fine. I have $8 from the gift card. Do we want 6 cents now? Do we want Spectral Pack now? Okay, so Spectral Pack, I'm not using Ankh anymore. I could use Ectoplasm. Maybe I'm supposed to open the Spectral Pack first. Blue Seal, I'm going to pass. I could go Blue Seal. I could go Cryptid to make more 5s. Now that I have the Gold Kings, I'm kind of incentivized to just play the Gold Kings for the Golden Ticket rather than making purple seals here. So let's just make more Kings. Do a little re-rolling. There's a Cola. So Golden Ticket makes me a lot of money. Gift card makes me money long term if I get more temperance value on my blueprint and brainstorm. Trading card is important. So get rid of the golden ticket. And then we get some other different. Flush 5 gives us money. Faceless Joker gives us money. Mime gives us more money than the Faceless Joker. I think. Maybe not. Golden Ticket definitely gives us more money than the Mime. Okay. Strength is fine. Empress, no. You know, if we get a smiley face, we can use the smiley face to enable the flush 5. Anyway, I want the tower. I want to go next. Okay. 2, we can stone. We can snap off the 7. I can turn my queens into king. That's it. So 4 kings wins. 3 kings gives me money. Okay. 3 kings for the money. Okay. Discard. Unless I want to play 2 pair here. Okay. These 3 kings give me money. 14 cards left. Sure. I'd like to do 2 pair Jackson kings. Maybe that's not going to happen. These 3 kings give me money. Maybe I should have used my discards first. Anyway, throw away the jacks. I have a winning hand. Now I'm just looking for more money. I can try to get another king. Bummer. The 1, 2, 3, 4. I could play this 4 of a kind. I could play this 4 of a kind. We don't get the planet card, but we get more money, and maybe that's more important. So let's chip it. I really need strength for the red seal. That's my top priority right now. Let's go next. Arrow Merchant. We could... I think I do. I think I do want the Tarot Merchant. Sure. Okay. Sorry, what was this? What'd you say? Debuff my face cards. I mean, it's fine. The 4 of a kind still wins. It's just rude as heck. We could get a Polychrome King of Hearts. That's the kind of king where we can win with the flush 5. Maybe. Maybe. Devil. Yeah. Okay. Justice. I'm gonna say no, I don't want glass cards. Hungman and Devil are fine. Maybe we stop re-rolling because we got tarot cards. Maybe Sun. No, I think I'm gonna keep re-rolling. Emperor. Nope. Death would still be good. Could take the photograph. I can spin the wheel once, as long as it doesn't hit both Blueprint and Brainstorm. We could spin the wheel a couple times. Okay. Magician, I could get money from the mail-in rebate instead of the golden ticket. Currently on Jacks, but it'll switch soon. I think I'm going to stick with the golden ticket, at least until we get a cola. Could take Invisible Joker. I think Invisible Joker is really important. I think I am not quite ready to get rid of the trading card though. So golden ticket. Here we're missing out on probably like a couple $100 or something like that in order to keep the trading card alive. So maybe we get rid of the trading card. Maybe you're right. Bean. Alright, $18 is expensive for a reroll. So... Alright. Gold king. I think 8 and 6 you hang them. Alright, I can play the 7 for money. Okay, and then we can play the kings 3 at a time. Discard purple or play the 3 kings first. Is this all my blue seals? Nope. Okay. 3 kings again. And then discard purple. That's it. Star I don't need. So here's 4 of a kind. Ship it. Okay. Now what? I can spin the wheel. Mars or plutonium. Maybe plutonium. Maybe I don't need the Mars cards anymore. Maybe we have high enough level already. Go one more. There's an Eris card finally. Rebate on 9s. I'm just waiting for the kings. I could make a glass king. I could use the fool. Strength is probably not what I'm trying to do. Turn my jacks into kings with strength. Probably I just wait for a death card. Level up to flush 5. There's a mime that I don't need. There's a devil which I could use on 1 king maybe. Temperance is $50. Do I use the fool for another temperance? Do I hold the fool for another death card? I think temperance here is fine. Sun is okay. There's another temperance. Fool for another temperance instead of the devil. Okay. Burglar plus golden ticket is money, but we're gonna not take anything because we have the invisible joker. Take a hermit. Take a Mars card. Okay, how deep do we want to go? $25 for a reroll is kind of expensive. Maybe we save our money until after we use the invisible joker. Maybe we go next. Okay. So, yeah, once again we go 3 at a time. You know what? We could play the flush 5, knowing that the flush 5 doesn't win. Cool, 10,000 for that one. Cool. I want to save the sun for maybe my foil king would be very good. I can stone the 9. Okay, so we can hit the foil king here. Play another flush 5. This time with the foil. I just need to make sure I have enough kings left in my deck. So I can discard the 5. Death. Okay. I want to use death to copy the polychrome, probably. Copying the gold seal would also be good. Too late now. Alright, so If I play this flush 5, I have enough kings left. Okay, I only have 6 cards, so if I want, I can discard the 6. Discard the 9. Okay. I think I will use death to make another blue seal. If I play 3 kings, I can draw 1 more, and then I will have plenty. I have 4 cards left in the deck, so maybe I throw out the jack. One, two, three, 4. Stone card doesn't matter. Why not? Okay, so Invisible Joker's ready. I think I'm gonna wait on the Invisible Joker. Maybe wait until we get a cola, because I want to get the gift card value. 2 buffoon packs. Hungman's cool. What's in a buffoon pack? So parking. I'm gonna say no. I'll take a riffraff. No. Eris. What are we looking for? Polychrome, no. I don't need strength. Oh, I do need strength for the red seal. I keep forgetting that. I'll get around to it eventually. Okay. Then the wheel. Temperance is maxed out for now, but we're going to sell some jokers and it's not going to be maxed out forever. I don't need the sun anymore. Not really. Could take mail-in rebate for kings. So mail-in rebate is not going to serve me right now against the boss. I debuffed all my cards, but mail-in rebate is a good replacement for the golden ticket. So let's go ahead. We will do Invisible Joker. All right, and mail-in rebate. Maybe extra hand size. Maybe we take the Bloodstone. Bloodstone means we can start winning with the flush 5, and if we start winning with the flush 5, we can start leveling it up with the blue seals. Obviously, we get less money from the gold cards that way, but maybe that's okay. I could get my gift card back. So is this enough sell value? Do I want to go gift card instead of the Bloodstone? How important is it for me to be able to level up the flush 5 compared to leveling up the 4 of a kind? Maybe it's not important enough. Maybe this gift card is better. I can stone a card. I need the strength for the red seal. Okay. Go one more. $25 for a reroll is probably too expensive. We should just go next. Okay. So 9 and Jack, I think I'm gonna hang them both. I think my discards don't matter, with the exception of I do want to try to find the red seal. The red seal is the one thing that does matter. Okay. Six cards in the deck. Bummer. There's a purple 5. Forgot about that. Okay. I can play 3. So 7 and 5 strength. Play the 4 of a kind. Tip it. Bummer. Very costly. Okay. Now what? Boss says force a card to be selected. There is a voucher skip here, but we can't take it because we're saving all the double tags. Okay. Standard pack. There's a red 9, which is better than the red 8. Sure, I'll take both. There's a King of Hearts. King of Hearts, I could just take it so that I have more stuff to discard. That's fine. We have 5 discards. Okay. Stone card is good for the rebate. Sun, maybe. Justice, maybe not. Temperance is only 44C. We need a gift card. Need more gift card value. We can go Hermit. $20 reroll is okay because we got mail-in rebate. Let's go next. Alright, so we can stone the 6. That's easy to do. I can save the sun. I can discard. This is not... okay. The flames were kind of lingering there for a second. So discard all the kings. Get the money. I can discard more kings for more money. Okay. Play the high card. I can do the 2 kings and the 1 purple with the sun. I can discard 4 kings. I have enough kings left. Star, nope. Alright. If I discard these 4 kings, I have 4 kings that I can draw. And then that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ship it. Now we're cooking. Okay. Burglar, no. Celestial Pack, no. What's my last tarot card was the Sun. So if I get a Fool, I'm not going to copy the Sun. Take a Mars card. Another Mars card. Hologram as a negative? Sure, why not? That's more gift card value, I guess. Sure. Take a Hung Man. That's good for the rebate. I could use the Sun if we have the red seal. Okay. Red seals become hearts. Stone and Jack, I can hang them here and then reroll for different tarot cards. 9 and 8 we can strength. That's fortuitous. Okay. Take a death card. Okay. Plutonium's fine. I could take the Burnt Joker and start leveling up my high card. I'm looking for an idol. Very close to being able to do the flush 5. Strength is important. So if I have death and strength, do we save our money? No. What we do is we try to find more cola. Passing on the bean. Passing on... do I want to take the trading card? Now are we done with the gift card? I think I might be done with the gift card. We could take the trading card again. We could also just take the bean, which also helps make money. Take the trading card. Trading card does cost us a discard, so we get less money from the rebate, but we don't actually have enough cards to get maximum value anyway. So maybe that's fine. Even though there's a slight conflict there. Okay. Sorry, $27 is expensive. Let's go next. Okay. Strength here on the red seal's fine. It's also purple seal. I can snap off the stone card. I can use death to make another polychrome king rather than purple. Make polychrome. So I guess let's play high card. That way, sorry, let me play. Maybe I'm not going to do the trading card. I should have just used the trading card to remove the stone card, but now it's too late. My bad. Discard the flush 5. Alright, just checking I have enough kings. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, if I discard all these, I have 4 more. I need, probably at this point, I need DNA, is what I want. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Yeah, DNA would make my hologram bigger, and then maybe then we can win with the flush 5. Alright, 3 with a red seal, I'm going to say no. Before we go Arcana, let's reroll for tarot cards. I did just use a death card, so maybe we won't use Eris right away, but we can hold on to it. Maybe strength card is meaningful to me. There's another death card. Yeah, so why don't we go strength on the 9. I can reroll into a different strength card. I can use death to copy the polychrome. And then skip. In case we get a fool. Okay, there's a fool. Okay. Pick up a death card. Try to find another fool. I could take a free reroll here instead of the trading card. Maybe this boss is going to make it difficult for me to do what I want to do. Maybe the strength becomes difficult with this boss. There's an idol. Idol currently on 9 of hearts. I think we're supposed to pick up the idol now. Do the 4 of a kind, and then soon do the flush 5. So we can hang him. We can use death. I think we are allowed to be patient here. Do death and strength. Looking for more cola. There's a Baron. Am I trying to do the Baron or am I trying to do the idol? Maybe. Maybe we do. Sometimes I like to go idle first, and then that way if you get an invisible joker, you can hold on to the invisible joker, and then the benefit of doing the idle first, you find the Baron, and then you sell the idol, sell the invisible joker to copy Blueprint or Brainstorm before buying the Baron. But maybe we've already done the moves. Maybe we swap the idol for the Baron here. Maybe that's fine. Against this boss, we can win, probably. Okay, $24 for a reroll. Let's save our money. So what's the deal here? Kings, we can discard. Theoretically. Okay. This king, I could use death. I could use another discard. All right, this king, once again, how many kings do I have? I can discard. Wait, yeah. I do something like that. Okay, so the 10 and the jack we can strength. I'm not going to use death. Or maybe I do. Maybe here. Maybe I play the 3 of a kind. Or maybe now is the time we discard the purple. So discard purple here. Okay, I can turn a 6 into a king. If I discard these kings, I draw plenty more kings. That's the plan. I can play the 10. Popping the Baron. I can use the Devil if I want. Chip it. All right. Yeah, so what's the plan, right? Like, the plan is we wanted to do naneinf with the double tags. With the double tags, hoping to get the Juggle Tag in the future, get the Juggle Tag at just the right time. So you want to get it probably later than Ante 15, but probably before Ante 20 or something like that. I haven't really worked out the math exactly, but if you get it, let's say Ante 20, 20 times 3, that's 60 kings in hand. That's not enough to get the naneinf. Since we're playing on the Anaglyph deck instead of the Plasma deck, you need twice as many kings in order to score the same amount of points. So we need to, in addition to doing the double tags, maybe what we want to do is still get the boss reroll and still do the serpent type plan. Maybe I want to get additional double tags from doing the colas. And so we got a couple of colas in the first 8 antes, but we don't have infinite time left. We've got maybe a dozen more antes to try to farm more cola, and maybe we're trying to get antimatter for an extra joker slot. Maybe we're trying to get ectoplasm for another joker slot. Things like that. But the deck is looking pretty good so far. So we got a bunch of Kings of Hearts. We did not deal with the King of... We haven't dealt with the Hearts debuff boss, but we did deal with the face card debuff boss. So we're looking for maybe the boss reroll voucher in the future. We have the red seals, soon to be kings. Got the Baron, 2 blueprints, 1 brainstorm. Oh, that sucks. Rebate on 7s. Son of a biscuit. Alright, folks, that's going to be it for this one. But like I said, we will continue and see what happens. Take care, everyone.